It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. Has it all teed up, and we're off and running from Ford Field. Has this at the 6. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Shoots away from one. By a man, he's in the clear. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Hawk 70. Go track.
They go play action on 1st down. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, it could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Vikings up it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Things going well so far. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. McCarthy throwing here. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's out in the clear. Hits the 20. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Detroit. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Trying again after the pick. McCarthy. He's going deep this time. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Vikings 7.
Set to kick this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Complete over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that is good for a Detroit first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
A give now from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
The city just made it sweet. People diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. They'll throw it. Completed over the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set now. 1st and 10.
Check. Ready. Night, go check.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Dropped back. First guy he met, no gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. And quick to the left. It's caught. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow their early lead to 13. A quick second score for him, Brock, already. And we aren't even out of this opening quarter yet.
I think I just saw that D coordinator rip up his game plan down on the sidelines. Because you got to find some new resources here. You got to dedicate more bodies, more physicality to this playmaker. Because we know in this league, when you get a guy going like this, they're going to go to him until you stop him.
Aubrey good on the point after. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one's taken in by the rookie out of USC. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
1st and 10 from the 43. Now it's McCarthy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Quarterback of his renowns, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That's completed right side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Back to the air, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it sets up 2nd down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings lower the deficit to a single possession.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle of field open or close? Do I got a single eye or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Vikings 14. Will Riker kicking off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 79 Bronco.
They'll come out throwing. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
These two NFC North teams have played one so far. The Lions out in front. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready? Buffalo, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready?
Looking on 1st down. Oh, he put everything he had into that. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 13-point lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now McCarthy. Got a screen to the running back. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
just to get it right.
Back to the line they go. It's second down.
Let's go.
McCarthy looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Just loose, incomplete.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He'll take it in short of midfield. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold.
At the 39-yard
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
18, Pioneer. Here we go. Set. Cowboy hook.
Going now on first down. Short pass brought in. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
brings up second and
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Second and 3 now.
Set up. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Working now from the gun. He's got it over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
It's inside the 10. Pass caught, 9-yard line. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 14.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. Throwing trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. On first down, they'll run. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's second down now.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Back-to-back carries here. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
To the line. Here's third and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. We've set of downs from 37. Here's McCarthy, first and 10. Hits his running back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
McCarthy to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the red zone on first. The pass ball's incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. After the penalty, this is first and goal. Another throw here for McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Yeah, that's what I call an absolute no-no. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone and you put some points that you thought were a guarantee with either a touchdown or field goal, now a little bit in limbo.
McCarthy throwing here. Pass is caught at the 9. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. Now the Vikings use their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Defense bringing in a 5th DB, third and goal. They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and goal for McCarthy. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know you've got to simply protect the football.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. This time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. And that's exactly what they did.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, got to play with a sense of urgency. Got to protect your quarterback. And they didn't either.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Dumps it off to his running back. Gets up the edge to the 35. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Tight end going in motion here. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That's caught. This is Addison. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Dump off caught by his back. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Lions' 25-yard line.
The give here on 2nd. And that's not what the offense started about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Time coverage from the Lions. 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy lasers this one deep down the middle. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on third down, but instead it's incomplete. So the Vikings will try a field goal on fourth down. Will Reichert headed out from the right hash, about 45 yards out. Reichert connects there, and it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second-half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Showing a little burst so far. And a huge effort sets up his offense in a great spot on the opposite side of the field.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver.
19, let's go. 70 Lions. Ready?
Throwing now out of the shotgun. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Vikings in the dime on third down. 6 DBs out there. Here he goes, third and long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
The 11-yard line.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. Brought in. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. There's a dive up the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
On third down, Vikings sending out 6 DBs for the dime set. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Thinking touchdown, but they will not get it. That's incomplete. And maybe worse, Brock, it's going to bring up fourth down.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks, doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball. In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with a touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. Gets everything he has under this one. He's got it inside the 25. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings Vikings shrinking the lead some in the third. Hope you weren't settled in to call a long drive there, partner, because only took them a matter of seconds to go all 80 yards and hit pay dirt.
Are you kidding me? I love big plays just like everybody in the building loves big plays, and it took all of them. The guys up front doing their job, and certainly the playmakers to finish it.
Went after trying good by Reichert. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game.
Vikings 24. Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
19. Go! 8, Buffalo 18. Ready,
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Wow, wide open here. Complete. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 3-possession game.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Lions stretch their lead to 21.
Vikings 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. Going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Completed over the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Short pass brought in. He's still going at the 30. There he goes again. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings get it back to a 14-point game.
Will Reichert to kick off for the Vikings.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Cup 19. Cup 19. Go.
They'll throw to begin this drive. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Set. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Throwing from the gun. Hauled in left side. And a nice game here, but it's stopped short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and just 2 to go.
Here we go. Set. 18. Pioneer. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Check go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Hits his running back. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
And the Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A very active quarter for us. Plenty of points in that frame as we reach the end of 3. The Lions have fought their way to a strong lead in this one. And they've got the football too. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45.
79 Broncos. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Still sticking with the passing game. This one to Williams out left side. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
All set to go now from the 35.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Firing one deep for the end zone. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he's fight good enough to gain about 4. It's 3rd down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Back to throw now. Taking a chance at the end zone. And this is going to be hit by a defender and knocked away. Incomplete as the end zone look comes up empty, Brock. We've got a 4th down decision to make. The former soccer star Brandon Aubrey on now to attempt the field goal. He was good on his 1st attempt and his 2nd from a little over 45 here. Aubrey puts it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Operating now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He's going well so far. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. Ready?
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Lions territory. Offense to the line fast.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Hits him on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The Vikings, first down.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
And the Vikings, first down.
10. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll run here from the gun. He sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Here's McCarthy to throw. Finds him over the middle. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Ready? 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
From the red zone on first. Can't connect on this one. A rare miss. Been thrown for him all game, but this one didn't work out. It's 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. He goes to the hurry up here.
15 yards on the play. That's another.
They'll try and punch it in. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
McCarthy to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings cut the lead down to 10.
48. Vikings, 38. Will Weichert to kick off for the Vikings.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He fields it from the 8. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there, and that's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
19, Tiger, 9, go!
They give it to him again. And he will not get the 1st, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 1.
We reach the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions nearing their 2nd win of the campaign. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Here we go. Check. Bronco 80. 18, Rattler. 18, Rattler.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Let's go. 60. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He throws a bullet deep to the right side.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Lions readying for the punt. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And some textbook wood covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on return.
At their own 11-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70
They'll bring the tight end left. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Now they send their back in motion right. 2nd down, McCarthy to pass. Caught quickly on the slant. And they're going to take him down finally, but not before he puts his own goal line well in that rearview mirror.
A gain of 14. 1st down.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Again, McCarthy to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
On the double.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Drawn up front.
Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. He will have the Lions 1st down. They can start to celebrate now. This one's over.
I think some of us watching that in real time might not have been sure. He sure was. He knew exactly where he had to get for the 1st, and he popped right away, signaling that he had it.
Line up the design keeper. So in Motor City, it's a home win for the Lions. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag. I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange. From the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band. Sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin. Flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short, but I can't complain. Doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night. And I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan. Then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone. Spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy the show. Yeah. I made this diamond plated, taking the Morgan Wallen in an elevator. I'll be turning on you like a generator. I'll be the greatest that you ever hated, that you ever hated.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye, I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. Hold me some in the can and it's dry. Riding this special like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here goes the surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knot. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call them chopsticks cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock.
Cash, money, cash, money, money, I took the Billy cool back, then I hopped in the car. I put the in front of the Billy in front of the driver. And made it sit there in the road, wow. I'm still double, the tires, huh? I'm in the coupe by myself. I had to kick her though when I was 5. Keep the old ones on the shelf. In the fan. I'm sick and tired of me. Act like they find it, telling them lies. Acting like they the one created this and they get all this driven back guys. Yeah, Cartier eyes, Cartier coat, Cartier as the watch. Cartier love, Cartier, Cartier spec buffalo on the side. Pussy cut diamonds, they Cartier, yeah. Cartier bad for the Cartier. Sky ring look cool with 200 the dash. Cartier jeans, ain't no way I can say. Ain't no way I'm ever gonna go out. Man, I can't go out, no way I'm gonna go out. I just grip on her and I show out. I sit like a champ and I wait on her whole lot. I just whip up a new Chanel paddock. I whip with the wrist and I don't break the door out. Turn that whole top flow to her. 100 racks and 1, 2 about to flood out.
The thing about depression, you think your life is over. When I was all alone, you came and changed how I feel.